Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about strategic management in order to understand HR strategies and strategic HRM. A very classical definition of strategy, according to Alfred Chandler, is the determination of the basic long-term goals and objectives of an enterprise and the adoption of courses of action and the allocation of resources necessary for carrying out these goals. So in this definition, we can see at least three dimensions of a good strategy. The first one is long-term objectives, goals and objectives. There is a difference between goals and objectives, which I'm going to explain in performance management section. So the first element is long-term objectives. First of all, we need to have long-term objectives. Second one is the course of action. So we need to act. We need to move forward. We need to do something to realize our objectives. But how? We need to allocate our resources. If you do not spend time, we cannot achieve our objectives. If you do not spend money, for example, if we do not spend other sources, or for an enterprise, in a firm, if you do not have resources, you cannot produce the product. So we need to have resources. As you can see, maybe one of the most important elements of a good strategy definition is to have a long-term objectives. Why is it so important? In order to explain the importance of having an objective can be explained with reference to Montaigne. No wind favors him who has no destined port. If you do not have a destined port, if you do not have an objective, how can you achieve your objectives? If you don't have an objective, if you do not have a destined port, then the wind will drift you away. So you will go where the wind blows. This is not a strategic action. You need to have an objective, otherwise the wind, the environmental conditions will bring you somewhere. But where? It is something you wanted? Most probably not. So you need to define your own path. You need to choose your own way. Why is it important? This time, let's give a reference to Alice. Have you ever watched Alice in Wonderland? You should watch it once more to understand the strategic dimension behind this story. Alice is in front of a road, and there are two roads. Alice is asking the Cheshire Cat, "Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here?" And the cat actually has taken a strategic management course from me, so he knows how important to have an objective. So the first question he asks is, that depends a good deal on where you want to go. So he asks, where do you want to go? But poor Alice did not take a strategic management course from me. So she says, I don't much care where. But the cat answers, because he knows the importance of strategy. He knows the importance of having a long-term objective. Then it doesn't much matter which way you go. If you do not have a destined port, if you do not have a long-term objective, then it's not important for you to choose which way to go, because you don't know where to go. So a good strategy starts from having a long-term objective or long-term objectives. Then you need to take action to go there, but you need to spend resources. So you need to allocate resources. You need to mobilize resources. So this is strategy as a plan. In a sense, you plan your future. When, where, how. What are you going to do? Your plan is a direction for you, your guide for you. It is a path to get from you here from there. Now you're here, but you want to go there. So there's a gap between now and the future. So you need to fill this gap. In order to fill this gap, you need to have a good strategy. But first thing that you should do is to have a vision. So a strategic plan is a process of looking toward the future. So mostly we say it's 5 years time. So mostly we say it's long term, so 5-year time. You need to identify why your organization exists. Where do you want to go? So you need to have a mission. This is raison d'être or reason of existence. Why does your organization exist? University, for example. University does exist to teach you, to give education service, or to publish articles, to conduct research. The mission of the university lies in the education, publication, and research. And vision. Where do you want to go? What is your ideal future? For example, you may want to be in the top 500 universities in the world. So that might be your vision. Then you should formulate your goals and objectives in order to achieve your vision. But how are you going to understand if you achieved your goals and objectives? You need to refer to performance measures. You need performance standards to measure if you achieved your objectives or not. The mission of IB Business School is to explore and disseminate knowledge, encourage innovation, and contribute to economic, social, and cultural development of society. So as you can see here, we can find education. So the key dimension is knowledge. In order to achieve knowledge, you need to conduct research. In order to disseminate knowledge, you need to publish articles. You need to give education services. And also we would like to encourage innovation, entrepreneurship, not only for the development of enterprises, but also for the development of the society. So these are our main mission elements. Why vision is important? We have already explained why vision is important with reference to Montaigne and also with reference to Alice in Wonderland. According to Quater, vision is essential because, first of all, it clarifies the general direction for change. So you want to change, you're not happy with your current status quo, you need to go somewhere. You need to go somewhere, but where? You want to go there. The answer will be given by the vision. And also it motivates people to take action. Yes, I want to be there and I need to do something. So there is a motivation factor when you formulate your vision. And coordination of actions of different people. We need to coordinate not only tasks and duties, but also we need to coordinate people so that we can achieve our common objectives. That's why vision is essential. Next week, I will talk about strategic planning process. For now, bye and see you later.